You guys like my special fairy dust reverbs and delays, so in this video I'm gonna show you some tricks that I used on this mix for an awesome artist called Elliodin, and the song is a cover of Rainstone Eyes. Let's get to it. Hello everyone, welcome back to MixOlaar TV. Hope you're having a great day. Before we start, please check the info box down below for my mixing courses on Pro Mix Academy, free plugin special discounts and offers. And if you want to learn how to mix and master professionally, click the join button here, become a MixOlaar TV member, access the already big and always growing library of full mixing courses on so many different genres, mastering courses, special videos, and a lot more. Also check out the MixOlaar TV swag if you want to grab a cool t-shirt, hoodie, pillow, mug. You can find a lot of cool merchandise below every video and you support the channel. Let's get to the video. Alright, we are going to see 3 cool vocal effect tricks, so to speak, with reverbs and delays that I use for this mix. Before anything, let's listen to the mix. The artist is called Elliodin, and this is a cover of Rhinestone Eyes.
Drive on engines till they weep with future pixels and factories far away. So call me.
Alright, you get the vibe, and I think she released the song, or she's about to. I will put the link in the info box down below. But let's take a look at the mix and let's see what effects I use to create that kind of vocals. Disclaimer on this mix, there was a lot of hardware. I had every single piece I have on but 2 units, I think. And I actually made a short video either here on YouTube or on IG. But this was a very vibey mix with a lot of vocals, so hardware played a role, but not in the effects. Starting with the verses, she provided me only one single vocal track for the verses up until the second half when I have 2 doubles, okay? So let's take a listen to the raw vocal, lead vocal mono first.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made with plastic power.
So it's very, very dynamic. You can hear there's a lot of low-end information that would get lost. I have console 1 first.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made.
All right, you can see the EQ and a little bit of SSL compression channel right there. The Tokyo Lab Nova.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made with plastic power.
Taking care of the low mids and doing a push-pull on the top end. And then I have Sibilance from Waves.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made.
Then I have a little bit of limiter, L1. You can see it barely works here and there.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower.
All right, it basically works on the first S.
I'm a scary gargoyle.
And that's it, and probably like a couple of other spots right there. Reason of the limiting is because next I'm using the LA2A analog, and I didn't want a few sporadic peaks to over trigger the compressor, okay? These are the settings and how much compression I'm doing with the 2A.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made with plastic power. Your rhinestone eyes are like factories far away.
Big difference there in dynamic, of course, way more dense and controlled and compact. And in tone, the 2A adds that little tube spark at the top that is really nice. Next, I have just 2 trims for volume automation, then a Pro S.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made with plastic power.
Normal procedure there, and then a Pro Q3.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made with plastic power.
In dynamic mode, you see the settings, so everything is very natural. Now, like I said, I had the Empress equalizer here that I bypassed. This is not important for this video. The heavy lifting and the tone for these lead vocals is done by the 2A. Let's get to the interesting part, the effects, and as you can imagine, we have a bunch of reverbs and delay. All these blue tracks here are reverbs and delays. So we start with the unusual way that I came up with to do a double since I only had one mono vocals for this verse. And you know my technique of using invisible ambient for vocals and other elements in the mix. This is kind of a variation that I came up with. Let's hear it and then I'll tell you what I did.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made with plastic power. Your rhinestone eyes are like factories far away, where the paralletic dreams that we all seem to keep drive on engines till they weep.
You're all familiar with my invisible ambient techniques that I use on vocals and other instruments in the mix. This is kind of a cool variation of that because I did this using Vocal Synth by iZotope. Reason because I use this one instead of defaulting to my TC delay or other reverbs, short reverbs that I use for this purpose. It's because when talking to the artist, she told me that she wanted her vocals to almost sound like an AI, like a very advanced, almost human artificial intelligence. So she gave me that picture, and this is why I did this vocal double with Vocal Synth. You can see I used the Polyvox module, and then I added a little bit of chorus and a little bit of very, very short delay. Let me solo you this.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made with plastic power. Your rhinestone eyes are like factories far away.
So it gives me this kind of artificial, slightly detuned air around the vocal. So this was the first effect. Next we have the main reverb, this dreamy reverb that you can hear in the mix. I did that with one of my favorite reverb that I very often use for Bella as well, which is Valhalla's Shimmer. Notice that I use the same plugin, not the same aux. I made variation of this main reverb for me to use with the doubles and with the ad-libs and with the ohs and ahs that she has in the song. This is how it sounds with it.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made with plastic power. Your rhinestone eyes are like factories far away, where the paralletic dreams that we all seem to keep drive on engines till they weep with future pixels and
Okay, so before the reverb I have a de-esser because I wanted it in bright mode, so I didn't want the S's to excite the reverb too much. Next we have the settings of the actual reverb. You can see it on the screen. Two things to point out. I used pitch mode single for this, and I used medium stereo. Why? Because I used the big stereo on the double vocals and all the other ohs and has. I wanted to keep the super wide stereo for the delay throws that we're gonna see in a minute. After the reverb, I have a compressor that ducks the signal of the reverb when the dry vocal plays. After our main reverb, we have our main delay. Let me turn it on and bypass the reverb so you can hear it.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made with plastic power. Your rhinestone eyes are like factories far away.
All right, I use Valhalla Uber mod for this one. And I have Decapitator after it to give it some color. And I copied my Pro C2 settings, so the compressor just, again, it ducks the delay when the dry vocal is playing. You can see the settings. This is, again, this ping pong delay with chorus on it. So we keep having this dreamy AI-like vibe that we wanted for this mix. And because I don't like things too clean, I added a little bit of Decapitator after. Let me solo the delay.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made with plastic power.
All right, without the Decapitator, it sounds like this.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made with plastic power. Your rhinestone eyes are like factories far away.
Okay, is a little bit darker, is a little bit more organic with the Decapitator on, with a little bit of distortion. So we have our weird synthetic ambient, we have our main reverb, and we have our main delay.
Where the paralletic dreams that we all seem to keep drive on engines till they weep with future pixels and factories far away.
And now you can see these automation lines. These are for my throw delay, which plays a huge role on what vibe these vocals have. For this one, I use Echo Mode. The reason because I use Echo Mode is because